Okay. So basically, in the VLOOKUP, we know that we can simply look up vertically anything. So yeah, I have this data set here. Would it be okay if I speak in English, or you can, or Hindi? Would that be fine? Okay. So we have a data set here. It's about companies, some banks here, and the total assets of these banks. It's a typical data set that I have obtained. FY16, FY17, and FY18 data set we have. And below that, I have fields for my VLOOKUP. So that means suppose I want to pull up for FY16 HDFC bank data, I can use a VLOOKUP. So I'll use the standard VLOOKUP. Had you not known this, then I would have explained you the VLOOKUP, but you already know it. So I'll just look up my HDFC bank in the entire table set. And I want to pull out FY16 data, so I will write down second column and then I will write down false. False stands for exact match. So यहाँ तक तो ठीक है, आपको पूरा समझ में ऑलरेडी आता है. Now let's go ahead step 2. Now what happens if you have two HDFC bank within your data set? Suppose आपके पास ऐसा डेटा सेट है दूसरा वाला जिसके अंदर you have now two HDFC bank items. Now, what happens when you use VLOOKUP in this case? Now, sir, let's copy this formula here and see what happens. When you copy and paste it within the data set, when you have two same identical items, you will see that VLOOKUP is taking up the first item only. It is not taking up the second item. Are you with me? Hello? Are you, my voice is breaking? Okay. So what I'm trying to say, in case if you have two identical entries, VLOOKUP will always catch up the first item. So as you can see, it is taking up only the item which is related to 708246. Now let's create one more scenario. Let us complicate the things. Now suppose you have one more scenario where you have the same type of a data set, but one is in capital and the other is in small letters. Okay. Now what happens because of this? Let us do a copy pasting here and see what happens. Okay. We have just did the copy pasting and still you can see even if I have written HDFC Bank in the capital, VLOOKUP has ignored the capital and have taken again the first value. So what happens is VLOOKUP always takes up the first value depending upon the character. So if H has a character value, then D has a character value, F has a character value, C has a character value, and then the space has a character value attached to it in the Excel sheet. So it does not matter for a VLOOKUP whether it is a capital or not. Are you with me till here? Okay. Now let's see, you have this type of a data and now you suddenly wants to avail this second value. You don't want the first value. So what should you do? If you don't want the first value, you want to pull out the second value for the same data set which we have, right? What should you do? Now, if you want to pull out the second value from the same data set, what you have to do is you have to first sort your data set. Why? Because once you sort your data set, Excel will now know that your each item is different and it is in a sorted order. So what I have done here is I have sorted my data set here. Okay, I have sorted my data set here uh, in this formula, and I have put two items. I have sorted it on the basis of alphabets, and I have put a two item. Now, when in this case, if I want to pull out the second value, so instead of, so let's see what happens here. After doing a sort, I use a VLOOKUP. Again, you are seeing right now, it is taking up the first value. So in this case, if I want to pull out the second value, now this can be only done after sorting. If you do it without sorting, it can't be done. So first step is to sort the data, and the second step is instead of using exact match, we will now use approximate match. That is true match. So when you use true match or approximate match, it will then end up taking the second value after sorting. Are you with me? Okay. Yes. Once you sort your data, then only you can use the true application for your picking up the second value of the same, identical entries. Are you with me? Okay. Next. So this much I have already told you. What happens if, let's put it one more example here. I have got these asset sizes. Okay. And you have two exact matches again the same thing. HDFC Bank in capital, HDFC Bank in a small letter. But now there is an extra space here. Can you see this extra space? There are two spaces here. So when you have a two spaces, this two things will be treated as a separate items. Why? Because I have told you space is counted as a character and each character is counted as a value. So when you have a space in between, then if you use a VLOOKUP, which is this false one, which I'm going to use the false one. Okay. So when you have a space in between, it considers the space as a separate value and it will going to pull out the values which is related to that space character. Here there are two spaces and hence it is pulling out exactly the second value because there are two spaces. Now generally when you have such kind of a data set, you want to remove these extra spaces. Any idea how do you remove these extra spaces? Hello? Yeah, Pramod, any idea about how do you remove these extra spaces? There are two spaces here. Any idea how do you remove? Okay, there is an Excel function called trim function, TRIM, which will going to remove the extra spaces from the word. So if I use the trim function, you could see here, instead of two spaces, now it has removed the extra spaces. Now this spaces becomes a lot of many issue, a headache when you are doing a data analysis in dashboard or other tools. Correct. So the text functions like trim can be used to analyze your data and then you can create sorted orders and you can have a true or a false function whichever you may like. Okay, one more application of a VLOOKUP which I want to show you is this. Suppose you have a data set here, no identical entries, and your the management says that depending upon FY18 asset values, I'm going to offer incentives or bonuses. Now, your management has given some conditions. He said, in case the asset values are between 0 to 5 lakhs, then the bonus amount applicable for all employees would be 5%. In case if the asset values is 5 lakh to 7 lakh, then the bonus amount applicable would be say 6%. So likewise, he has given you the range. How do you solve this problem? Generally, we will going to solve this problem by using nested if statement, right? Okay. So if some x value that 9 lakh 93 falls between 7 to 10 lakhs, then take it 7%. Otherwise, test again. Correct? Like that, we will going to use multiple if statements. So there are two ways to go through this. One is we can use a switch true function, for which we have already made a YouTube video and I will send you one link today. You must have seen that. There is one more way in which we can handle the same thing, and that is by VLOOKUP. Now, you may ask me, so how are we going to use the VLOOKUP? Let us see how do we do that. first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create one extra column with the lower limit of the cell. Why? So that it becomes easier for me to reference this whenever I want. So now let's go ahead and start creating the VLOOKUP. So we will use equal to VLOOKUP, open the bracket, check this cell where it has to check within this slabs, freeze the slabs. Why do we freeze the slabs? We freeze the slabs because we want to copy these slabs also below. This formula I want to copy this below so that I don't leave the references of these slabs. Now column index, I want to bring out this second column from here, and this time I'm going to use true argument. So true argument can be used for two sets of things. Number one, I can use a true argument for bringing the second value after sorting. Number two, when I have to use something like replace a nested if statements, I can even use the true argument with the VLOOKUP. So I can use a true argument here, and as you can see, it is checking 9,93,000 within the slab. So what exactly it is doing? True stands for approximate match, and it is checking 9,93 in within these slabs. So it is going down here and checking where the 9,93 falls. So definitely it is greater than 7 lakhs but less than 10 lakhs. So it will pull out 7%. Are you with me? Okay. So like this, you can work around and simply copy and paste it. So you can simply replace your nested if statement with just one click of a button. So as you can see, just copy and pasted it. With the normal VLOOKUP, I can replace my nested if statement. How cool is that? Very nice. So we have this beautiful VLOOKUP function with the true formula which you can use. Okay, one more thing which I want to explain. Suppose I want to create a VLOOKUP function which is very dynamic. So basically what I'm trying to say what happens if I have FI16 instead of that if I want FI18. You know, in a VLOOKUP formula I have to go here every single time and I have to change my column number. So is there a way where I don't have to change the column number? Yes, there is a way where you don't have to change the column number. And that is by using the match function. Now, what exactly the match do? Match essentially finds the position of your item within the range that you selected. Say, for example, I use a match, open the bracket, look up this. Now, where he has to look up? He has to look up and say in this area. So, this is the range of the cells, and I want to return the exact match. If I press enter, it will show me 4. What does it mean? This cells which I have selected, my FI18 is on the 4th position. So if I change this to FI16, it simply says it is on the 2nd position. So if I change it to FI17, it will simply say that it is on a 3rd position. So likewise, I can make my VLOOKUP dynamic. So now let's make it a dynamic. Instead of 4, I'm going to delete that and type match, open the bracket, and I'm going to select match my above value, this value right hidden because the font sizes are bigger, comma, where exactly he has to look up the range. This is the range that he has to look up, comma, 0 stands for exact match. So once I have this exact match created, the best thing happens. My every formula has now become dynamic. So as you can see, HDFC Bank age like 63,840 has been created. If I change this to FI18, it is automatically changed. If I change it to FI16, it has automatically changed. If I just type ICICI Bank, I can simply do this. I can check this out. It has worked perfectly fine. Are you with me? Okay, so you can do this match function, combine it with the VLOOKUP, and create a dynamic VLOOKUP which does not require to change every single time your column. Okay, I hope you liked today's session. Did you enjoyed it? Learn something new? Okay, great. So in case, sorry, okay, you didn't know about the match function. Okay, no problem. But that is good. You know about the true functions, right? Okay, great. So the you can use this match function here and make it much more dynamic in your day-to-day life, which even you can use the data validations here and make it much more interesting for yourself. Okay, great to have you today. Just to give you a little brief about what will be the fees of it in case if you would like to join. The fees is 2499. We are running weekdays and weekend patches. The total days are about 8. Sometimes it can stretch up to 8 to 12 days. The total minimum hours are 24 hours that we are going to take. It can go up to sometimes it can go up to 30 hours also. So we don't we don't rush to the hours just to complete the course. It's a live course. So basically it will be like I will do it something on the screen and you also have to do the same thing on the screen. Acha, you were on the training. Okay, very nice. Okay, very nice. Okay. No, I could have taught the pivot table also, but then it would have taken a long one. Okay, very nice. Okay, no problem. I could have taken it that as well. If you had told me, I could have taken that as well. Anyways, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 So it's a live trading. So basically, I do, and then they also have to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Brochure. Yeah. Yeah. Within the brochure only, there is a fee structure. The last page of the brochure. Yeah. I know that. Sure. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Absolutely. If you want, I can share this recording as well. It's already,